So, very good afternoon. I am very much thankful to the organizing team, particularly Swajan and
Recording in progress.
So, I'm really glad to present my talk in this platform. On the other hand, I am really very much scary about my content of the presentation, because I can just quickly share my title of the talk, that is Magnetic Nanofluid Mediated Hyperthermia for Cancer Therapy, Barriers and Pathways from Computational Oncology to Clinical Oncology. Now, what I should say, really I am thinking, because there are so much big biologists, chemists and so much subject experts are available here. So really I am very much scary what I should say. I don't have a good word to explain my thinking. And also I should explain my career has been started from basic heat transfer mechanism, that is electronic cooling system. So gradually I have migrated my working domain into biological aspect, but main background of my work is about the mechanical context, and very recently we have filed 2 patents, particularly on thrombosis and arthroporosis, and also we have just recently applied one patent on needle insertion with minimum stress for the patient. So that is also just applied, and one more patent we have just on the process of application, that is pertaining to 3D bioprinting. But anyway, this platform is for CTC, but my topic is not related to that CTC, but maybe some correlation is there, and basically I will say few things about magnetic fluid hyperthermia. Definitely it is connected with cancer, but it is something different. Just quickly I can present basic overview about the magnetic about the cancer, that is global cancer observatory body, that is GlobeCan. They have reported that in every 9 people there is a rise of cancer in every 1 people. So starting from different domain of different organ, say breast, lungs and lymphocyte leukemia, there are high chance of the cancer. So we have just taken one body part, that is breast, and we have gone through several techniques on this cancer treatment, particularly for this breast. So conventional cancer treatment methods are there: chemotherapy, surgery, radiation therapy and immunotherapy. But there are different complexity on this cancer treatment. So we have tried to find out, is there any other alternative for this cancer therapy. So we have picked up magnetic fluid hyperthermia, that is basically super paramagnetic nanoparticle. If we can inject into the tumor, then if this nanoparticle enriched tumor is exposed under alternating current magnetic field, then there is a rise in temperature. If this temperature is persistent about 43 to 55 degrees centigrade, then we can see the cell could be damaged. And of course there is a question about the existence of the healthy tissue. What will be the situation about the tumor cell and healthy cell boundary? So that we have tried to explore primarily numerical technique, and of course the selection of the appropriate nanoparticle is one of the main important thing for this magnetic fluid hyperthermia test. So there are different nanoparticles are there. One category is the magnetic alloy nanoparticles, that is called MANPs, and also MMONPs, that is magnetic metal oxide nanoparticles. So under different available test and also some experimental test, we found that magnetic metal oxide based nanoparticles are quite good response for this for this magnetic fluid hyperthermia test. So we have also picked up that category of material, particularly magnetite and hemite. These 2 types of particles are good for magnetic fluid hyperthermia, and particularly nanoparticle size less than 100 nanometer and optimal range about 10 to 30 nanometer are good for magnetic fluid hyperthermia test. And sometimes for targeted tumor therapy, folic acid conjugates and polyethylene glycol conjugate coating of magnetic nanoparticle is good for magnetic fluid hyperthermia therapy, and even also some surface modification of the nanoparticle is also quite good response for the magnetic fluid hyperthermia test. Of course, with and without presence of alternating current magnetic field, there are different response for the tumor. So we have gone through several numerical tests of this type of nanoparticle distribution, and also the frequency level and also the intensity of the magnetic field to get essence about the correct domain of the magnetic field hyperthermia test. So, of course, magnetic field hyperthermia test, magnetic field hyperthermia therapy has several advantages because of the non-invasive in nature, or you can say it has minimal invasive procedure. Because only we need to distribute the nanoparticles on the targeted position, and of course our human cells are basically transparent to this magnetic field, so it is easier to control the magnetic field, and naturally we can control the therapeutic requirement for particular that area or region of interest. Also there are different advantages are there, I am not just skipping. So, of course, nanoparticle and its coating, its shape and concentration is playing a crucial role for this kind of therapy. So, different from different reports, we have summarized some of the recommendation, that is particle size. It should be in the range of 10 to 30 nanometer. Magnetic metal oxide nanoparticle is good for the therapy. Anisotropy, that is lower anisotropy, is good for the higher heating power generation, and biocompatible coating for stability and target for the long-term effect is also important thing. And one more important thing is that after the test,
What's happened there? The connector will is connected to pressure.